M1 Garand, called the greatest battle implement ever devised. This semi-automatic .30-06 rifle gave American infantry a massive firepower advantage, allowing them to fire 8 rounds quickly without working a bolt. M1 Carbine, designed for support troops who needed more than a pistol but less than a full battle rifle. It was light, handy, and fired a smaller .30 caliber cartridge. It was produced in greater numbers than the Garand itself. M1903A3 Springfield, a holdover bolt-action rifle from World War I. While slower than the Garand, it was accurate and reliable, later serving primarily as a grenade-launching platform. M1A1 Paratrooper Carbine, built specifically for the airborne, featuring a folding wire stock. This allowed paratroopers to jump with the weapon ready for action. 1903A4, created by modifying the standard Springfield bolt action with a scope and removing the iron sights. M1917 Enfield, often the forgotten hero of American rifles. It was dusted off for training and rear echelon guards and heavily supplied to allies. M1917 Enfield, often the forgotten hero of American rifles. It was dusted off for training and rear echelon guards and heavily supplied to allies. Thompson M1A1, the simplified wartime workhorse. Firing the heavy .45 ACP round, it was devastating in close quarters, but heavy to carry. Thompson M1928A1, the classic Tommy gun with the top-mounted charging handle. It was the expensive, beautifully machined SMG the U.S. started the war with. M3 Grease Gun, ugly, cheap, and made of stamped steel, earning the nickname Mechanic's Tool. It fired slower than the Thompson, making it more controllable, and cost a fraction of the price to manufacture. M50 Rising, a stopgap submachine gun used by the Marines. While accurate, it was notoriously unreliable in the sandy and muddy conditions of the Pacific. Min-1911, the legendary semi-automatic sidearm. It fired a heavy .5 caliber slug with immense stopping power and remained the standard U.S. service pistol for over 70 years. A&W Victory Model, a standard .38 special revolver produced in massive numbers for arming air crews, Navy personnel, and security guards. Colt M1917 Revolver, a big-frame revolver brought back from World War I. It fired the same rimless .5 ammunition as the 1911 by using half-moon clips. High Standard HDM Silenced, a whisper-quiet .22 caliber pistol with an integral suppressor, famously used by the OSS. FP-45 Liberator, a crude, single-shot pistol that cost roughly $2 to make. Millions were dropped behind enemy lines as a psychological weapon to arm resistance fighters just enough to steal a better weapon. Mike 19A2 Bar was the cornerstone of the infantry squad's firepower, bridging the gap between a rifle and a machine gun. Its 20-round magazine limited sustained fire, so you can paint solid pieces, inspiring your craft. M1919A4 Browning, the standard air-cooled medium machine gun mounted on a tripod. It provided reliable base of fire support and required a team to operate effectively. M1919A4 Browning, the standard air-cooled medium machine gun mounted on a tripod. It provided reliable base of fire support and required a team to operate effectively. MAN 1916 Browning, an attempt to turn the tripod-mounted gun into a portable squad weapon by adding a buttstock and bipod. It was incredibly front-heavy and awkward to carry. My 1917 A1 water-cooled, the heavyweight champion of sustained fire. Thanks to its water jacket, it could fire for hours without overheating. Perfect for defensive positions. M2 HB.50 cal Modus. This heavy machine gun could shred light vehicles, aircraft, and cover. Its design was so perfect that it remains in active service today. Winchester Model 1897 trench gun. With its exposed hammer and ability to slam fire, this was a terrifying close-quarters weapon. Winchester Model 12, the sleek, hammerless evolution of the trench gun. Rugged and reliable, it saw extensive use in the Pacific Theater for jungle warfare. Ithaca 37, a favorite for its bottom ejection design, which kept dirt out of the action and made it essentially ambidextrous and highly reliable. M2 60mm mortar, the pocket artillery for the infantry company. Small and portable, it allowed units to drop explosive shells onto enemies hiding behind ridges or inside trenches. M8 1mm mortar, the big brother to the 60mm. It had significantly more range and explosive power, capable of breaking up enemy attacks. M8 1mm mortar, the big brother to the 60mm. It had significantly more range and explosive power, capable of breaking up enemy attacks. M2 Flamethrower, the most feared weapon in the Pacific. Strapped to a soldier's back, it spewed liquid fire into caves and bunkers, forcing entrenched enemies to surrender.